going on, you guys? So I'm coming home from work, and this is a little video that I've been thinking about for a little while. I just haven't really got my thoughts together, but I just figured might as well go ahead and put it out now, because once I get to the house, you know, my kids finally come back from their grandparents' house. They've been gone for about 2 weeks, so I ain't gonna be able to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, abrigato. Yeah. Naoya Inoue versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. Now, I heard a slight rumor that Rigo said he'll be interested in the fight with Naoya. Now, that's an interesting fight. Even still, right now, considering Rigo may not be the same fighter that he once was a few years ago. You know, he's 38 years old now, and he's a little guy. You know, so boxing fans know how that goes. Fight fans know how that goes. You know, usually the little guys don't last as long as the heavyweights. You know, heavyweights mature later. The smaller guys, they count on reflexes and speed a lot. You know, last thing to go is your power. So, but at this point, will Rigondeaux and Naoya Inoue still be a super fight? Will that be a fight that will interest boxing fans? You know, now there's highly unlikely that it'll happen due to networks and just many things get in the way of stuff like this. But Naoya Inoue is 18-0 with 16 knockouts. He has a fight with Nonito Donaire coming up. So they're going to share a common opponent in Donaire. Of course, when Rigondeaux faced Donaire was still in his prime at the top of his game. You know, Guillermo Rigondeaux is now 19-1 with 13 knockouts. His only losses came to Vasily Lomachenko, one of the best guys in the sport. You know, moved up 2 weight classes, really begged for that fight, got the fans behind him. He did a good job. I was actually behind Rigondeaux hard. Still a Rigo fan, don't get me wrong. But I was behind him real hard around those times, him trying to get that fight, because I witnessed. What I don't like about the fight game and sport of boxing in general is that we may not be able to witness greatness. And a lot of people don't seem to care, because they so caught up into their favorite fighters and networks and shit like that. So we may not be able to see a guy's greatness because, guys waited him out, or, just, you know what I'm talking about, man. But this is a hypothetical matchup. I don't think it's going to happen. It could happen. It could. I don't see Rigondeaux ducking anybody. But it's whether Naoya and his team thinks that's a good fight for him. But anyways, Rigondeaux lost to Lomachenko, right? A lot of people. I was actually one of the guys that was thinking Rigondeaux was going to go up there and whoop Loma. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was sadly mistaken, man. I come on here, and I'll be the first one to tell you I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I picked Rigondeaux to beat Loma. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking with my heart, not with my mind. And Lomachenko went out there and made him quit. That's what really hurt right there when Rigondeaux quit. It's not the fact that he lost, it's the fact that the way he lost. He didn't get stopped, he didn't get hurt, he didn't get knocked down. It wasn't an injury or anything. He quit, man. He just gave up. He couldn't hit Lomachenko. Lomachenko just totally was toying with him. Another 2-time gold medalist. Testament. Lomachenko didn't get no credit for that fight. A lot of people didn't give Lomachenko credit. Lomachenko didn't even give himself credit. He said, this guy, that's what I like about Lomachenko. He's a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want credit for that fight. The fans forced it, and he took it. But now, Rigondeaux, after that fight, Rigondeaux went into hiding for a little bit. Nobody heard from Rigondeaux. After him, his last message on social media was that, Lomachenko's the real deal, and that was it. A lot of people felt that he was told to say that by Top Rank and all this. But we haven't heard from Rigondeaux for about 2 years after that fight. Then he came back, had a little quick comeback fight. Oh, excuse me. Then he fought again recently in a fight that many felt he didn't look too good in. He didn't look too good. He wasn't the same Rigondeaux. He was very hittable. He was there to be hit. Maybe he stood there and took the punishment. I don't understand why these Cuban fighters want to wait till they get to a certain point in their careers to start trying to be exciting for the fans and taking all this unnecessary damage. Do what you do. Do what's best for you, man. Don't be going up in there getting your head beat in for no fucking reason. Anyways, Rigondeaux stopped the guy. Well, it wasn't his best performance by far. It wasn't. Now, Naoya Inoue has a fight coming up with Nonito Donaire. Rigondeaux faced Nonito Donaire. Donaire was in his prime. You know, back when nobody was wanting to fight Rigondeaux, Donaire stepped up. That's why I like Donaire a lot. I got a lot of respect for Nonito Donaire because he's the type of fighter who'll fight people. He ain't all respect to Nonito Donaire, okay? He stepped up when a lot of people didn't. He stepped up to fight guys like Nicholas Walters. But anyways, Nonito Donaire stepped up. He lost that fight pretty bad. You know, he dropped Rigondeaux a couple of times, though. But Rigondeaux was just too fast, too slick, too much for him on a skillful level. And, you know, that was like Donaire's. They share common opponents. And now we're going to see how Naoya Inoue looks against Donaire himself. Donaire seems to have found a second win at 118 pounds. Now, Rigondeaux fights at 122 pounds. The fight he had with Lomachenko was at like what? Was it featherweight or super featherweight? It was at like 126, 130, I think. Rigondeaux's really like 118 pounder. So, 122 pounder or whatever. So, he stepped up to fight Loma, but I think Naoya Inoue eventually will be moving up anyway. And this is a fight that could potentially, it may or may not happen. But on paper, who you see winning? You know, does Naoya Inoue have the boxing skills to deal with a Guillermo Rigondeaux? Is Rigondeaux durable enough to take one of Naoya Inoue's vicious punches? Because I'm coming out and say it right now. He can't. If he was to fight a guy like Naoya, he is not going to be able to sit there and take those punches like he did against his last opponent. I forgot the guy's name. I'm sorry. He's not going to be able to do that. He's going to really have to use his head movement, you know, the stuff that Rigondeaux used to do. It'll be a tough fight. I think it'll be a tough fight for Rigondeaux at this point. It may be a tough fight for Naoya Inoue, but we got to see how Inoue looks against Donaire first. You know, we got to see how he looks against Donaire. That's his first real named opponent, step-up fight that, you know, Donaire seemed like I say, he seemed to have gotten a second win. He's been knocking guys out with that mean left hook of his. It's a battle of the left hooks. So we really got to wait to see how he looks against his first real true test. You know, against a veteran in Donaire, a durable Donaire. You know, will he be able to hurt Donaire like that? Like he does all these other guys? Will he be able to take Donaire's punches? It's going to be a lot of questions to answer. Actually, one of my subscribers came and told me that they was waiting for like a press conference or some type of interview in Japan. And he said that he was surprised. He's probably watching this video right now. But he was surprised that it seemed like Naoya was scared of Donaire. Like he was like scared. And he seemed scared. So I guess he's kind of nervous about this fight. So we're gonna see, man. I guess this is one of those situations where we'll see how he looks if he gets past Donaire first, and then we can start talking about super fights. But I'll go ahead and figure I'll put it out there now just to get people talking. Maybe he'll catch a buzz, maybe not, probably not. But I think it'll be an interesting fight, man. It'll bring some more attention to Naoya. You know, because Rigondeaux is one of the more popular smaller fighters, and it'll be an interesting fight for the small dudes. You know, a former two-time gold medalist versus the Japanese monster. I like it. You know, I'm not one of these guys who are going to say, oh, well, the networks. And I'm not looking for those excuses. I'm looking to see the best fight the best by any means. That's all it is. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.